Stanislav, you've been talking about the way you pack the EB1As, O1s, EB2NIWs, what kind of documents we need to provide, what kind of criteria we need to satisfy, and all this jazz, but you never actually mention how exactly the work is going, what's the time allocation for a standard case for a client. So today, guys, we're going to be discussing this important issue. How much time will you need to allocate to your case when you file petition for a talent visa, for EB2NIW, L1, E2, EB5, and all those visas that I do. At the end of this video, you will be able to learn how to get a free evaluation of your case. Let's go! Hello, my dear friends. My name is Stanislav Shamayev. I'm a licensed business immigration and corporate attorney in Miami, Florida. Today, we're going to be discussing the time allocation for the cases and what you need to be ready for. Let me guys tell you, I get this question all the time, and the other day I was doing this stream on YouTube, and one of the subscribers was asking the question, Stanislav, how many hours does the team and attorney spend on the client's case a week? I think this is the wrong question to ask, because the proper question that a person must be asking is, how many hours will I spend on my case a week? The team and attorney could actually do something with the case. Because remember, guys, your documents are not going to describe themselves. They're not going to be uploaded in the folders in Google, and the table of progress is not going to check mark itself that the document is ready for the team review. That's not happening without your involvement in this, okay? So now, let's first discuss what is the role of the Stanislav, or for that matter, of another attorney in my company, in your case. And I think this is important to understand. And guys, I don't know about other attorneys. I don't even know a single attorney, and I know a lot of attorneys, whose office was over 20 people working for that attorney. I don't know a single attorney with that many staff on the books. In my company, we have about 100 people working on your cases for the result and for the success. With this being said, what exactly I am going to do with your case? And it's important to understand for the time allocation. First of all, I do the initial qualification and the written strategy for your case. Yes, those are two tasks that could be interpreted separately, but I do believe they are part of one big step of starting working on your case. Because without free evaluation, which you're going to learn how to get today, and without complex immigration planning, the second phase after the free evaluation, when you meet with me, you won't get the initial analysis and qualification and the written strategy, right? So those two steps need to happen. And those steps are within one phase, the first phase. That's task number one. Task number two, when you start working on your case with my team, under my strategy for the next 6 months, the first 5 months are spent to gather the evidence to prove your case, okay? And that evidence is collected with the team. I'm not participating in getting your paperwork together as a part of evidentiary base. I'm only on the 4th level of the review of those documents. Went through all the processes in the team to get to me, right? So I get the final draft and I say if it's good or it's not. This is my second task. And if I don't like it, I have to send it back, okay? Because I'm working for the result, not for the speed. The third task, after 5 months, when you guys work with my team, under my control and under my strategy, you get all the paperwork together. And I take a month to draft a memorandum for your case, where I put the legal argument to persuade the immigration officer that you are a talented person, or you have a project in a national interest in the US, that you are a manager or executive for the purpose of L1 visa. Those are my three tasks, right? Initial qualification and written strategy, the fourth level of review of your paperwork, and drafting the memorandum. Now, you want to ask, so Stanislav, what's the average time frame and time allocation for my case for talent visa, EB2 in IW, and O1, because those come separately. And L1 actually on top of that. And remember, O1 is a non-immigrant talent visa, 3 years of work in the US. EB1A is a green card for talents. EB2 in IW is also a talent visa for those who have project in the national interest of the United States of America, and you will get a green card for that. Okay? And L1 is a non-immigrant visa for 7 years to come and work in the US for those of you who are top managers or executives in companies abroad and want to do the same role in the US. And I do have a lot of videos, guys, for those of you who are new, to understand the basics for those visas. Now, the first bundle, L1, EB2 in IW, EB1A, and O1 visas, all of them are taking approximately 200 of your hours to get them done. Out of these 200 hours, we have 4 categories of time allocation. Number one, the biggest one, is a descriptive part of the case. Each of your recognition, each of your award, judging the work of others, the national importance, substantial merit, your position as a manager if you're working on L1, those things need to be described by my methodology. I have my own methods which are put in the templates and examples of those letters, and you guys are responsible to get those things done. And the team is gonna check on that. So 100 hours. 60 hours are gonna be spent on the recommendation and expert opinion letters, because I need about 15 letters, and each letter takes approximately 4 hours. And I know some client told me, Stanislav, it's not 4, it's 8 for one. And others say, oh, maybe it's 3, 3.5, or maybe even less if it's not that big. But the average is 4. So those are 60 hours. Now, the rest 40 hours are split in two. 20 hours in administrative tasks. And that's the way I call it, because it encompasses communication, Zoom calls, communication with the team, understanding the strategy, search for the information, and other things, okay? Also working with the folders, working with tables, because we have a system of letting the team know that the document is ready. So I'm not gonna go deep into details because that's too much. So 20 hours is the administrative work, okay? And the rest is 20 hours for actually providing and explaining the information of your case. Now, you guys gonna ask, so Stanislav, I heard that you guys have different offers, different price levels for actually approaching and working on the petition. What are those offers? Can you tell us a little bit? No problem, sure. Guys, I'm not only open about and transparent about the pricing in the company. Now I'm telling you the hours that you will be spending on it. And now I'm gonna tell you the prices for each offer we have. We have 4 offers, right? So the first, the second, the third, and the fourth. The first offer is called the complete filing of the petition. That means that you get all the things necessary to describe your petition, to work on it, and get an approval. And by the way, the chances do not change from the first offer to the fourth. One thing changes is the number of services and your involvement in the case. The complete filing of the petition, $13,000. Okay, that's the lowest. That's really below the market. Okay, because the market is 15 to 18 with good attorneys. Okay, guys, I'm not taking into consideration the paralegals, Lord knows those notary people who don't know what's going on, or maybe attorneys who are fresh, who are new, who don't know how to do the cases. Maybe they can make cheaper prices, right? I'm talking about good attorneys. So the second offer is exactly as the first one, and the first one you spent all 200 hours on it. Second one is the same, but you add the Neo program where we can find you up to 4 independent expert opinion letters within the company. The cost of such a letter outside of the company is about $1,500. So the value of the Neo program in the second offer is about $6,000. Also, you get the insurance for RFE. If you get an RFE, with the second offer, we will respond to this. And the third thing, which is also a very good addition to the case, is assistance with your case after the approval. Because after the approval, especially if you go through the embassy, you have the whole road to go, okay? And another team is going to be assisting you in this type of service. Now, things change drastically with the third offer. And guys, let me tell you, if you do the math and split 200 hours by 5 months, which you actually work on the case, you will get about 40 hours a month and approximately 10 hours a week. I know it's a little less, but for the sake of today's video, it's 10 hours a week. But guys, don't deceive yourself, because it's not the 10 hours that suddenly you get on top of a 24-hour day. You have to take those hours out of the current things that you do. Your things you should do at home, the kids, your downtime, maybe your vacation, Lord knows. Okay, so you have to take that out and optimize your schedule to fit that 10 hours a week, okay, on top of your routine. So it may seem not a lot, but it is a lot. Guys, I'm totally honest with you. Yes, we have more than 2,500 approvals across all those visas and other services in the company. But guys, everybody goes through this and everybody suffers if they're not organized. That's why I'm putting this content out, so you are ready to work on your petition if you want to get 90-95% approval rate for your case. And the second offer is $16,000. So things change with the third offer, which is $19,000. And here we offer you to draft the recommendation and expert opinion letters for you, which is going to save you about 60 hours of your time. That's a lot. That's approximately 6-7 hours involvement a week if you do the math, okay? So now, what is the fourth offer? And some of you are like, oh, Stanislav, I thought you had only 3. Now we have the fourth one, and that used to be a pilot project in my company. We've been working on the processes for this project for over 8 months now. We started back in 2023 in the fall. Now we are in June, approximately June time 2024. So we have all the processes ready, and that is turnkey offer, which is premium offer. That's $22,000. You guys want to ask, so if it's a premium, does it mean that I do not have to spend any time on this case? And that's not true, guys. There is no offer in the world, and I know some attorneys somehow do this without involvement of a client, which I find kind of shady. Not shitty, but shady, because it's impossible. I know what it takes to get a good case together. And I know it's impossible. Yes, it might be a good case. It will never be a very good case or excellent case. And we are striving for excellent cases. Not ideal. There is no such a thing as an ideal case because it's all subjective. But an excellent case, that's what we're going for. Even if you guys hire my company for $22,000 and you'll be like, oh, Stanislav, I paid you so much money, now I just lean back, relax, and let you guys do the work. It's not gonna happen. Because remember, the fourth category of time allocation is what? Providing and explaining the information about your case. So that's what's left when you hire us for the fourth offer. That's what's left. You still need to provide that information so we could get all that structured together and file your case successfully. Don't be deceived by the amount of money you spend, or maybe whatever you thought the way it's going to work, because this is how it's working. So the bottom line for you guys to understand that at least 20 hours you should allocate for your case for 5 months, which is about 1 hour a week. And of course, in this case, the majority of information needs to be provided within the first, second, and probably the third month. It's more than 1 hour probably a week, but still, it's much less when you have to spend 10 hours a week when you go with the first and second offer, which some people do and few people do, and it's not a problem. Chances are the same, it's just your involvement in the case. So before I tell you how many hours you guys need to expect to put in your E2, EB5 visas, let me tell you what is a free evaluation. All my clients, everybody who started with us and got a visa or a green card, they all started with a free evaluation. This is a series of the questions that you need to answer for me to get back to you within 2 days and give you the initial analysis. The links to the visas are below this video. There is a link for talent visa. There is a link for EB2 and IW. There is a link for business visas, and there is a link for investment visas. Okay? You can choose one or all of them, fill them out. I'll get back to you within 2 days and tell you if there's a potential and what case is good for you. And if you have a potential, I will invite you to the complex immigration planning, where I will build the initial written strategy for your case. The time allocation for EB5 and E2 are a little bit lower than anything else. I would estimate the EB5 visa up to 100 hours, but usually it's less, okay? It could be up to 100, but an average case is anywhere between 30 to 50 hours. Same thing with E2. An average case is 30 to 50 hours, with lower time allocation as low as 20 hours. That's why the E2 is cheaper, and that's why EB5 is the most expensive visa, right? Because up to 100 hours with the very serious documents and a huge investment, that's a lot of responsibility, stress, and work. That's why it needs to be covered. So guys, let me know what you think about it. Smash the like button, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, and give me the questions, give me the comments. Also, if you like Instagram, TikTok, Facebook content, I have those social media. All the links are going to be below this video. My name is Stanislav Shamayev. I'm a lawyer of the future. Your future begins here. Good luck.